Hello Stampers! Thanks for joining me on this beautiful Wednesday afternoon or for the replay. Either way, I'd love to see who's watching. I do check these afterwards and I would love to see your smiley little Facebook face say, "Hi, I was watching." So if you're tuning in, you can of course comment along and I'd love to see that. But today I'm going to show you how to make two of my swap cards that I made using retiring products. And I thought, oh, they're just too cute not to show you. So I hope you enjoy. We are using products that are retiring in 2 weeks. And someone's joined, someone's given a heart, but I can't see who it is. Please say hi, check in. So we are using products from the mini catalog that are retiring and from the annual catalog. So these are both available while supplies last until June 2nd. And then of course, as of June 3rd, we have a brand new catalog, which has some amazing products in there. But of course, a lot of the ones that we love are leaving. So we want to make sure that we get them before they go away. So I'm going to flip you around. You're going to look at my ceiling for a second here. And then I'm going to turn you around to show you what we're going to work on. Okay, and I'm going to be using my embossing tool. I was going to do this step for you in advance, but oh, it's just the best ever when you do embossing. So I'm going to use my Versamark ink to stamp "I love you," and that's from this Genuine Gems. This is one of the cheapest stamp sets ever right now. It's only $10.80, I think. So if you haven't got it, honestly, you're going to want to pick it up. It's got some great sayings in there. Okay. Of course, I didn't use my embossing buddy because that's what I always do. And we're going to use our heat tool. So Versamark ink, if you've never embossed before, Versamark is a super sticky clear ink, and it has a few different purposes, but one of them is to hold on embossing powder. So you'll see this powder is quite granular. I'm using our copper embossing powder, which, gasp, is actually leaving us. So I don't know why, because this is one of my favorite embossing powders ever. But can you guys see how that changes? This is honestly one of my favorite techniques. It never ceases to wow me. So once it's all shiny, then we know it's set. We're going to use that "I love you." And then I've used a product that retired already, but is actually available from my online store right now. And it's really discounted. I think it's only $24. So Needlepoint Elements is what it's called. I actually don't have the stamp set that goes along with it, but I fell in love with all of the different patterns. So I was really happy to pick that up at a discounted price. So this piece here and this piece here are just embossing. So I've used my favorite dies, the nested label stitch dies, to pop out this piece here. And then I've used this die here, which doesn't cut anything. It just gives that needlepoint impression. And can you guys see that? You just run it through the Big Shot or your die tool of your choice, die cutting tool of choice. And that's ready to go. And then I've also done some other work in advance. So I'm using some designer series paper that's actually retired already. This is from our Celebration offering, and I love it because it's kind of a thicker weight designer series paper. So I'm going to use it as my card base. I'm using two different patterns. I'm using those two patterns, but honestly, all the patterns are just gorgeous. So I have a bunch of those for sale. If you do want one, just let me know. I'd be happy to hook you up. And I did my little sneaky trick where I take the middle out of a piece of cardstock, and I'm just going to use that to layer on the inside. So I've got a snail that's not clicking. If that ever happens, you just have to do some winding work. I've got a piece here that's our regular 11 inches long, and it's only 4 inches wide, so I could get 3 out of a piece of 12 by 12 paper. So I'm going to put this on the inside and use this as my cardstock base. Can you guys see where I'm going with this? I've got a different snail now, so this should work. So this is going to add some bulk to the card so it feels substantial in the hand, and of course make it nice and fancy on the inside. Then I've got these already scored at 2 3/4 and 2 3/4 from the ends so that we've got this beautiful gate opening card. I've put some dimensionals on the back side here ready to go. You don't want it all over the back, because if you do that, then your card is going to be glued shut, and that doesn't work very well. So just like that. Then I've used one of the dies from that same set. It's kind of deceiving because it has a couple of dies nested in there, but this is the die that I used to cut out with the foil paper that is retiring too. So this is our beautiful peacock foil, and it's just stunning in person. So this color here is Blueberry Bushel, which matches the cardstock, and the cardstock is retiring too because it's one of our in colors. So we want to make sure we pick those up before they go away. And then we're just going to layer that on like this. All right, I've got one little copper embellishment left from my pack here. If you want to see what those ones look like, they're just beautiful. And I like that they're not too masculine or feminine. Well, it's good if I put it on straight, right? And then when I put on my little tag, I end up with a card that looks like this. So nice and simple design, but really beautiful. And I love that saying. It's perfect for any of your family members. You know, if you have your spouse, you could give it to your mom, you could give it to your dad here, like this one here for Father's Day. That little embellishment that gets printed in has a flower on it, but when you cover up the middle, it just looks like a bunch of leaves coming out. So I really love that. Okay, I want to show you though which products I used so that you guys can make sure to pick them up before they go. So using this stamp set here, Genuine Gems. Excuse me. Oh, my screen is just a little bit tipped there. So Genuine Gems, like I said, it's 60% off right now. It's just $10.80. So you'll want to pick that up before it goes. Also retiring those Noble Peacock foil sheets. Those are the beautiful bright foil sheets that we used to cut out that little element. We've also got some dies, or sorry, some designer elements leaving us. These are 30% off, and you get 36 pieces in there too, so it's a really good deal. On this page here, of course, our copper embossing powder is leaving us, as well as black, and shimmer white. So make sure you pick those up before they go. And then on this page here, we've got our retiring punch the pretty label. And that's what we used to cut out that little element there. Okay, now onto the second card that I did for my card swap with my club members. And this one could not be easier to make. I'm only using just a handful of products here. So this one's called the Magnolia Lane Large Specialty Memories and More Cards and Envelopes. So these ones come as just a pack of card bases and envelopes. The envelopes have an optional piece of designer series paper that you can put in, and that's what gives it this beautiful lined look. Now for this one, I'm all about matchy-matchy, so I'm not going to be using the lining in the envelope. And I'm using the Memories and More kit. I just stuck it into this little holder here. I've used a bunch out of here already. So this one is from our Hawaiian suite. It's so beautiful. Oh. So you've got the big cards, and then you've also got a whole bunch of these little cards. So I'm using that one. I shouldn't mix it all in. But you can see all these beautiful tropical designs. And then their reverse side is all different too. And you get 2 of each of the patterns when you purchase this kit. Now, also included in the kit are these awesome stickers. So I've already used a few of them, just a couple actually, but you get 2 sheets of each of the designs. So it's really great. You could even, you know, share a kit with a friend if you wanted to. But really, you're going to want all these sheets for yourself, aren't you? So also used on this card here, we're using our braided burlap trim. And this is really fun because we're going to fray the edge of it. There we go. And then I just put a little bit of snail across the front of the card, exactly where this is going to go. You could put it on the ribbon too if you wanted to. I might have to just trim that just a little bit. Can't have it all cockeyed here. There we go. And then I've got some dimensionals on the back. So I just pop those off. And then these cards come with the beautiful silver embossed image on there, the rectangles already. So that is beautiful on its own. But to take it up a notch, we're going to use our Tropical Oasis Trinkets. Hey, Christy. And with that, I'm just going to stick one of these on with a glue dot. So these glue dots are really handy, and they're great for these little trinkets too. Look at what images come in there. Little pineapple, little ukulele. We've got, of course, the palm frond, and then the plumeria too. Or hibiscus, I think it is. So isn't that a cute card? So simple, so adorable. And I want to show you a couple other versions of this. Do you guys want to see them? I had so much fun making these last night. I was actually online with my club ladies, and then there was one club friend who just wanted to keep crafting just like me, so we crafted until 2 o'clock in the morning. So these are one of the last things I made. All right, so we've got this one here, and this is just with a sticker and with that little hibiscus. Isn't that cute? This one is using one of those stickers as well. I just love how beautiful and simple these cards are. They're like a little vacation in a card, right? Rest and relaxation. So we were talking about doing a swap that has using one of your least favorite colors or a color that you avoid, but I decided that we wanted to change it to something happy. So I think that we should make a card that takes us to our happy place. So this is for my club members who are a part of our optional swap. And this month we're going to be making 8 cards that take you to your happy place. So honestly, do you guys have a favorite? Which one is it? I'd love to know. I will show you as well where I'm getting these products from. Okay, so out of the annual catalog, the Big Mama catalog, we're using the Magnolia Lane Large Specialty Memories and More cards and envelopes. This one comes with 20 cards, 20 envelopes, and it's for $17. When you pair that along with one of our Memories and More kits, this one here, the Come Sail Away, is 30% off right now, so that's a really great deal. Everything that has a cross through it is being retired. So these ones here are being retired, but we also have one in our mini catalog, and that's the one that I used here today. So the Tropical Oasis Memories and More card pack. They're perfect for making cute little cards like this, or of course layering onto your own cards, but they're actually made to go with our Memories and More suite, which is here in our annual catalog, and that gives us the option to do some really easy scrapbooking. So with these, all you have to do is pop in your photos, pop in some cards, do some little bit of journaling, and then you're ready to go. You pop it in your album and you've got a great keepsake. So we've got that. And also from this catalog, we have some retiring products that I used on this card. So the Tropical Oasis trinkets are leaving us, and that braided burlap trimmer also leaving us. So if you want any of those items, I have a link on this description showing where to get those, and be sure to get them soon because they might sell out sooner than later. Our catalog is active until June 2nd. But again, it's just while supplies last. So thanks so much for joining me this afternoon. I hope you'll tune in this evening where I'll show you how to make 3 other cards. So thank you very much, and we'll talk to you later. Bye.